Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, nestled between rolling hills and shimmering rivers, lived a boy named Rohan. Rohan was well known among the villagers, not for his wit or his strength, but for his remarkable laziness. While other children hurried to finish their chores and ran to school with bright eyes, Rohan lingered in bed long after the sun had risen, dreaming of adventures that required no effort. His mother would often call him, "Rohan, the day is slipping away. Don't let your time drift with the clouds." But each day, Rohan would simply yawn, stretch, and promise, just 5 more minutes, as precious hours slipped by. Rohan's friends were busy with their own ambitions. Some learned to read new books, some helped their parents in the fields, and some practiced skills like carpentry or painting. They would invite Rohan to join, but he always declined, preferring to watch the clouds float lazily across the sky. He believed there was always time, always another day, and always another chance. One afternoon, as the gentle breeze carried the scent of wildflowers, an old traveller passed through the village. His beard was silver, his eyes sparkled with wisdom, and his walking stick seemed to have stories of its own. The villagers gathered around, eager to hear tales from faraway lands. Rohan, ever curious yet unmoved, watched from the shade of a banyan tree. The traveller spoke of bustling cities, majestic mountains, and people who shaped their destinies with the power of time. He told the villagers, "Time is the most precious gift you possess. It cannot be bought, borrowed, or stored for later. Every moment wasted is a treasure lost forever." The words lingered in the air, stirring something deep inside Rohan's heart. After the crowd dispersed, Rohan approached the traveller. "Sir," he asked, "how can time be so powerful? Isn't there always more of it?" The traveller smiled gently and handed Rohan a small hourglass. "This hourglass holds just 1 hour of sand. Watch it closely, and you'll see how the grains slip silently away. Each grain is a moment that will never return. Use your time wisely, and you can shape your life into something extraordinary." Rohan took the hourglass home, pondering its meaning. That night, as the village slept, he turned the hourglass over and watched the sand trickle down. At first, he felt nothing, but as the minutes passed, he realized that every grain represented a choice he could make, a step toward learning, helping, or growing. For the first time, Rohan understood the value of each moment. The next morning, Rohan woke before dawn. His mother was astonished. "Are you ill, my son?" she asked. Rohan shook his head and smiled. "No, mother. I've decided to use my time wisely." He began with simple tasks, helping with chores, tending to the garden, and reading a few pages from a borrowed book. At first, the work seemed hard, and his old habits tugged at him. But with every hour, he felt a new sense of accomplishment. Days turned into weeks. Rohan's transformation amazed the villagers. He learned to cook, mend clothes, and even taught younger children how to read. His friends welcomed him into their circle, and together they built a small library for the village. Rohan discovered that using time wisely did not mean working endlessly. It meant making choices that mattered, investing in himself and his community. One day the traveller returned, and the villagers gathered once again. Rohan stood before him, proud and grateful. "Sir," he said, "your hourglass changed my life. I have learned that time is not just for passing. It is for building, learning, and loving." The traveller nodded. "You have unlocked the true power of time. It is not how much time you have, but how you use it that shapes your destiny." Rohan's story spread beyond the village, inspiring others to rethink how they spent their days. He became known not as the lazy boy, but as the wise boy, someone who turned his life around by embracing the power of time. Whenever he saw someone wasting precious moments, he would share his story, encouraging them to start small and make each day count. From Rohan's journey, we learn a simple yet profound lesson. Time is the silent force that shapes our lives. It is not the amount we are given, but the choices we make within each moment that define our path. Whether it is learning a new skill, helping a neighbor, or simply appreciating the beauty around us, every second matters. So the next time you feel tempted to let time slip away, remember Rohan and his hourglass. Ask yourself, how can I use this moment to grow, help, or dream? The power of using time wisely lies not in grand gestures, but in the small steps we take every day. By cherishing each moment and making thoughtful choices, we can transform our lives and inspire those around us. In the end, time rewards those who respect it, turning ordinary days into extraordinary journeys. As the sun sets over the village, Rohan's story reminds us all that the true measure of life is not in the hours counted, but in the moments well spent.